great opportunity, but there's no like a concrete realistic demand.
Well, I think you're going to have a little bit of everything. I think you have issues with fracking. I think we have issues with fossil fuels. I think there are some concrete steps that New York City is taking. As of last night, the mayor and the council announced that we want to cut 80% carbon emissions by 2050. A huge statement by New York City. A huge step to say that we're going to invest in renewable energies, solar. We're going to invest in everything from wind to geothermal. So we are making a statement here today. The people have already made a statement, and I think everybody has a little bit of something. We need better recycling. There's a little bit of everything here, but the biggest thing is we're demanding action. Thank you.
Okay, cool. I love it.
I'll interview now. Photo if you want. I'm not media approved.
A good story.
All right, well, let me talk to the people that are really doing it.
Hey, how are you? Great. Are you in the area right now? Okay, Emma's going to come and grab her. Do you want to come in? I'm like, I got a run at around 11:30 or so. Got another minute, but we'll be around here until then. Okay, thanks.
I apologize for our backwards
I think our shooting is here. This is Mara, who I work with. Pretty sure the last name. She's really kind of grass.
I totally understand.
This is around New York City. This
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. They had me on like for audio. They had me on myself. Thank you very much. Nice to meet you. Nice to be here. Congressman, I'm on right before you. First of all, I missed yours. How'd it go?
I think that there are tremendous possibilities in terms of jobs.
Let's weave our way around.
That's pretty cool. I've never seen that before.
Yeah. Very cool. The battery life on it is especially useful.
I'm sorry?
Battery life is especially useful.
Oh, really?
That's way longer than I thought.
Yeah, I've just never seen that setup. Yeah.
All right, we're live, Brad. Whenever you're ready.
Well, hello, people. We're starting our live stream at peoplesclimate.tv, and which is being brought to you by Act.tv. I'm Brad Johnson, at Climate Brad. Follow me on Twitter. And we're here at the edge of Columbus Circle, which is right here. You can see and we're at the head of the march, and there's all the kind of celebrities and leaders and people from all parts of the climate movement. We have labor leaders, environmental justice leaders, and many more. There's Robert Kennedy Jr., Van Jones, Bill McKibben of 350.org, Representative Keith Ellison, and a real host of people, Sandy survivors, people from the coal fields in Kentucky, people from all over the world, and actually we want to kind of get towards they're about to get towards the press conference, and let's take a look at that.
So where are you from?
Well, I'm living from Boston right now, but I'm doing this, so. So let's walk down kind of towards the press conference and see what we can see there.
All right, following you.
And you can see we have people coming from Argentina, from Poland, from Peru, from all over the world, from the Asian Pacific Islands, and the march is being led by frontline communities, and these are the people who are already losing their lives, losing their homes, losing their families from the costs of our fossil fuel economy right now. We're talking about your friends and neighbors, people here in New York. There's still neighborhoods that have long been suffering from, living next to incinerators and pipelines and refineries, and now their homes are being destroyed by sea level rise, by storms like Superstorm Sandy, and they're here now, on the front lines. And part of the point is that these people aren't just survivors; they're leaders here. And every so often I'm gonna come in, we're gonna talk, I'm gonna step back, and we're gonna try to find some people to talk to us, and we'll see what we can get.
Well, I'll keep a running narrative while we go. This is Harry Wastebrand, and this is Jonathan Ticini. What's going on, Jonathan Ticini?
All good. We got a great crowd, a great day. People turning out, labor's in the house.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, we're at the press event for the People's Climate March. We're looking good. Brad, what's the word?
Let's go on this way.
All right, onwards. Yeah, iPad rig. Really slick. Brad Gans made it.
So, this is Steve Kretzman with Oil Change International. Steve, what is your organization? This is you're now live streaming on peoplesclimate.tv.
Okay.
And so, what's Oil Change International, and why are you here?
So Oil Change International is a nonprofit organization focused on the relationship between the fossil fuel industry and governments. We believe in the separation of oil and state. So we work for ending fossil fuel subsidies, we work for ending political corruption and donations by the fossil fuel industry to our government and around the world.
And so how is being here help achieve that goal?
So it's really important to let the leaders know that we want them to stand up for us and not for the fossil fuel industry. They have a lot of money, and that brings a lot of power. We have more people, and that will bring more power eventually. It's critically important for us to show that here today.
And if people want to find out more about Oil Change International, what should they do?
Priceofoil.org will get you everything you need. So,
and what are you on Twitter?
I'm at Kretzman or at Price of Oil.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, now we can go and find some more people. Great.
You guys shooting for?
This is People Climate TV.
Oh, nice. We got Sam Smith here while we're
well, grab her for a second. So, I'm Brad Johnson at Climate Brad. We're live streaming right now on peoplesclimate.tv. Tell us who you are and who you're with and why you're here.
So I'm Sam Smith. I'm from WWF, so I'm in charge of our global work on climate and energy. And I'm extremely excited to be here. I'm here with my 16-year-old daughter and my brother and a bunch of colleagues from around the world and a lot of our members in the U.S. This will be the first time that WWF in the U.S. has asked its members to demonstrate. So they're coming with us today. We're involved in solidarity marches around the world. We want to thank the people who have done so much to organize this work because it's going to show governments can no longer say they have no support for active climate.
So why here and why now then? If this is like such a change for the organization, what made this the moment to do that?
So this is one of the moments that's leading us towards a global climate agreement in Paris, where we can show en masse that there is public and political support for action on climate. And the reason why we came here today is because there are so many different groups who are moving their line, in solidarity with them. And we think that this is the point to show also the U.S. government that we will not accept half solutions, we will not accept a lack of leadership. We must have much more ambitious action. We may not get it here at the summit, but we must get it here.
All right, thank you. Oh, and then one thing, if people want to find out more about what WWF is doing, where should they go?
Right around panda.org.
All right, thank you. All right, let's keep this going.
Well, she's honestly, keep
her into the scrum. Oh, here, grab Maura. Can I grab you for a second? Sure. This is Maura Cowley. We're Brad Johnson live streaming on peoplesclimate.tv. So Maura, who are you? Why are you here? And why are you so stoked?
Yeah. So hi everyone, Maura Cowley. I'm with Energy Action Coalition.
What? Now tell people what that is.
Yeah, so Energy Action Coalition is a youth coalition. We're bringing tens of thousands of young people out to the streets today to make sure that our leaders take action on climate. We're heading back to our campuses and our communities to demand that our campuses and communities take action on climate. We've got people planning solar cooperatives, blocking pipelines, taking to the polls, and we're just really excited to kind of keep the momentum going.
So one thing I kind of wonder is, why do you think movements of change, need youth? In some sense, our leaders, the people who are supposed to be doing the work, they're not young.
Right.
The people. So why do young people need to be involved, and why are they involved, and why are they change makers?
Sure. I think throughout the course of American history, young people have always been the vanguard and the first to force and push for an idea whose time has really come. We look at the women's rights movement, the civil rights movement, the response to various wars. And so for the climate movement, it's no different. Young people are out and we're pushing hard. And I think in particular for climate change, young people are going to be impacted by this issue far more than any other generation. And it's for us, we see this as a social justice issue, and where our generation's impacted, people of color are impacted, low-income communities are impacted, and we want to get out there and push hard.
Is this personal for you?
Yes, it is personal for me. I grew up in Scranton, Pennsylvania, which is 2.5 hours from New York, and growing up, my parents did a lot of organizing, trying to stop trash from being burned, trying to stop car crashes from coming into our community. We saw some really horrifically sad things happen to people's health and families and well-being, and that right now we're under attack by fracking. Just 5 miles from my family's house is a landfill where they're dumping fracked fluids. It's completely unregulated. It's complete bullshit, frankly. And so yeah, I'm really, really pissed and ready to stop it.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Oh yeah, and if people want to find out more about Energy Action, where should they be going?
We are PowerShift.
Oh, you mean kind of like this?
Like this guy. He's wearing the shirt.
Look at that, representing.
Yeah.
There we go, represent. All right, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, let's see what we got. The space here is rapidly filling up. We're getting like more and more people filling this space every minute, every moment. So. And you can see the crowd's really building, and there are people gathering. We're on 59th Street here. There are people gathering all the way up at least to 86th Street. So this is going for probably about a mile. We're talking over 100,000 people. We won't know how many people have joined the march until they're going to be doing an official count and trying to put an official estimate around 2 p.m. But we'll also be watching the march, following the stream. Tell people to follow peoplesclimate.tv, follow @ClimateBrad, and we'll keep this rolling. We're going to move into the back here and see what's going on. Oh, good. This is, I wanted to talk to someone. Can I talk to you?
Sure, I'm Elaine. I'm 32 BJ.
Oh, great. Brad Johnson, @ClimateBrad. We're live streaming with peoplesclimate.tv. That was why I meant by the car.
Sorry, I'm staffing.
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah, is this the guy we should be talking to?
Yeah, but I need to get him to Senator.
All right. So that's labor is in the house. The purple shirts are with SEIU. 32 BJ is the local that's here, and also AFSME is in the house wearing the green shirts with the yellow lettering. This is one of the. There's been over the years. There's been a real drive to get labor and environment to join up and join together. And you're starting to really see that come here in this march, with the People's Climate March. So we're going to kind of get into the crowd here.
He's right there with the green.
We got the 350 operatives like floating around, doing the hard work. Let's see what we can find. You can look. You can see Mark Ruffalo's over there. Not only a good-looking guy, but he's also one of the hardest-working fracking activists in the country. And we're gonna right behind us is both Senator Schumer and Senator Sheldon Whitehouse. Oh, Eric, nice to meet you. Glad you're here. Thank you. Just one second. That's a nice thing about having that. Thank you. Good. Well, we need to stop CO2 from falling into the atmosphere. We need to do it. We need to work for climate change both globally and locally. Globally, the whole UN is here. Hopefully all the leaders of the world will get together and maybe begin raising consciousness and doing so. And locally, we have to act on our own. We can't wait for the leaders of the world. And today, Mayor de Blasio did a very good thing by saying he's going to greatly increase the efficiency of buildings. That's important.
Now, as a lot of the people here are saying that the leaders need to be the first ones to step up, what are you planning to do? I know that you're a proponent of
Well, I've been a leader of these things in Congress for a long
time. But anybody in New York who doubted the effects of climate change changed their minds after seeing it. Okay, thank you.
So that was Senator Schumer saying that we need to stop CO2 from hurtling into the atmosphere. One of the largest forces that has the power over that is Wall Street, it's the financial industry based here in New York City. The richest man in New York is David Koch, who lives just on the other side of Central Park from here, and in a palatial apartment in one of the most expensive apartment complexes in New York City. And so it's a real question of whether Wall Street will step up, especially because they, generally oppose regulation. But we're going to go see. We have both Senator Schumer and Senator Sheldon Whitehouse. Schumer's got the tie on. Whitehouse is in a little more informal way. I'm going to see what we can get out of them.
Underground, out of the market. So I hope that a handful of nations continue to use
Senator Whitehouse, can I grab you for just a second?
Yeah.
Brad Johnson. I'm live streaming here with peoplesclimate.tv. We got to be quick. This is Senator Sheldon Whitehouse from the great state of Rhode Island. Why are you here? Why are you here instead of down in D.C.? I know it's a Sunday, but why are you here?
Because this is a fight that's going to be won from the people up, not from the insiders out. And this is, I think, a potential tipping point moment for Washington to get the message that the people of the country are sick and tired of the denial nonsense and want to get something responsible done. And it's only Washington doing that message that's going to break down the walls of denial.
And do you actually think that, and I know that you have been on the floor of the Senate every single week, pretty much since you've joined the Senate,
78 weeks
talking about this climate crisis. But I'm wondering, do you actually believe that, the American people have the power to challenge and to break the power of the fossil fuel industry over our politics?
Without a doubt.
And why do you have that belief?
Without a doubt. Because I already hear from Republican senators who aren't completely lost in the denial, and there are a lot of them, and they're feeling the pressure. They know they're in a bad position. They know that the fossil fuel industry has put their party in a horrible position. They're going to be branded as the henchmen of the polluters for a generation if they don't clean up their act. A lot of them get that, and a lot of them are looking for a way to move. But right now, Citizens United, Koch brothers, the price of moving can be very high. So it's going to take public pressure to get people to feel more uncomfortable staying with denial than they are telling the truth.
Thank you. And if people want to follow you on Twitter or learn more about what you're doing, what should they do?
Well, go to my website. That's probably the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So that was Senator Whitehouse. Senator Whitehouse, they got is shifting over to local Rhode Island television. And Senator Schumer, we're gonna go past the halls of Congress here and see what's going on right here, actually. Are you getting on? Can you tell if you're getting on here? Yeah, it says we're good. It says we're good. The quote.
They may give
17 viewers last I checked in New York City.
It's
already going around.
Thank you for listening to me. Thank you.
One last, can you talk about global? I don't even get it here. Melissa can. CBC. I'm based here. Oh, you can.
Thank you very much.
All right, let's see if we can talk. Invite you to be at. We're live streaming here on peoplesclimate.tv, and I can tell from the purple that you're with SEIU.
1199.
So can you tell us who you are and why you're here?
Okay, my name is Myrtle Williams. I live in the Far Rockaway area of Queens, New York, and I also work in that area. I was directly affected by Hurricane Sandy, by the superstorm, and I'm here because this is very important to me. I saw the direct effect that it took on people that I care for, that my co-workers care for. And then I saw how it affected all of my co-workers who stayed in this situation to make sure that we, number one, secured our residents, give them a sense of security, well-being, and care and safety, which is something that the frail and the less able can do for themselves. And the climate change directly affects them, therefore it directly affects me, because those who I care for are like family.
And so what work do you do? What is that?
1199 is a healthcare workers union. We represent over 400,000 members up and down the East Coast. We started here in New York City though, and we have over 200,000 members in the greater New York City area.
So yeah, I was in Far Rockaway yesterday afternoon. It was like, and it's, you can see like the effects, but it's also like there's people just trying to live their lives.
Before it does, I want to give you some key pieces of information.
I guess my question is like,
this historic climate march here in New York City, already 2,546 climate events have happened around the world in 156 countries.
I'm assuming that audio is going to
continent except for Antarctica.
Yeah, it looks like the press conference is about to start.
2,574
But the question I had is like, David Koch, the richest man in New York City, lives across Central Park from here. So I guess my question is like, what's your message to people like him who are profiting from fossil fuel industry and live in New York and live in the city that was affected by Sandy and is home to so many people?
Everyone, no matter what
you're about to hear from 7 people who have experienced firsthand the impact of climate change right here in New York City and around the world.
Everyone should be out here today. Everyone should be concerned about what's going on. I don't care how rich you are, how high you live. You have to be affected. And if you can't feel that,
good morning.
You just need to come out here and
my
see
name
how
is
the world
Cox.
is responding.
I'm a daughter, a co-worker, a sister, a student, and a person of color living in a community with climate disruption. I'm the vice president of the Rockaway Youth Task Force, and through my work with the organization, I have learned the importance of understanding root causes and how they help us understand community issues. Action must be taken to address the climate crisis and help us understand the impact that it has on communities.
Oh, awesome. And so we're here on peoplesclimate.tv, and if people want to learn more about SEIU and labor and how this is a workers' movement, what should they do?
1199SEIU.org.
It's meant the lives of young people.
And well, I just want to thank you. Is there anything we should people should follow you on Twitter or anything? Or?
Yeah, you can follow 1199 SEIU on Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter at Chelsea Lynn 1199.
And Facebook. 1199 is also on Facebook.
And I guess that's the bigger question is like, what is making this like a workers' movement? I mean, why are the unions out here today?
Because we care for those who can't care for themselves, or can't totally care for themselves.
It means that we must learn the importance of our
communities,
how to protect
to give them security, and to help provide for them, and to be a voice for them as well. Because they can't come out here, we can.
And the bottom line, we have seen how the climate crisis has affected our patients. We've lived through this, and quite frankly, 1199 members are both the heroes and the victims of climate change. And so it's impacting us right where we live, and we had to say something about it, and that's why we're here today.
Well, thank you so much. It was really a pleasure.
Thank you.
Great. My name is Stanley Sturgill. I'm a 69-year-old.
All right. So the official press conference is about to start, and what we're going to do is we're going to go up and I think we're going to go and just kind of watch it because I don't want the audio to get overlapped. So we're going to head up towards the front and hear these people's stories.
Black lung makes it hard for me to breathe. But My wife and I, we love where we live, at the foot of the Black Mountain, the highest peak in Kentucky, and actually one of the most beautiful mountains in the world. Today, I am marching because I want to build a bright future.
I'll give you like the side.
Yeah, and then I'll make sure
Okay, keep going and hopefully so we can get close enough to get good audio on this.
it's changing stuff in it.
Without doing damage to our water, our air, or our land and climate. But this future is uncertain. We have been suffering the early effects of climate change for more than 100 years. We have dug the coal that has generated the electricity and has powered this country. But our people have paid the price for this. We have destroyed our streams, destroying our health, and our economy is declining. And that includes thousands of jobs lost in just the recent months. I am here because our political leaders have failed us. In Kentucky, they have allowed the coal companies to
we are just assuming something change because you know they've been for 25 years these meetings
we are here
on and on. I don't think this collaboration brings a sudden change, but they are going to hear our strong messages and but the demonstrations are going to march with us. It's going to have an impact.
Clear the way. How are you?
So here's one of the billionaires who are here representing 1%. We have Tom Steyer with Next Generation Climate. And he's been working on opposing, fighting fossil fuels in California and all across the country. And we're going to see if we can get a word with him.
We are our own best hope for change.
Scott Johnson. Hi, I'm live streaming with peoplesclimate.tv. And
peoplesclimate.tv.
Yeah, we're going to set it up. And this is Tom Steyer. Can you just tell the people who are watching just a tiny bit about yourself and why you're here?
I'm part of the Asian Pacific Environmental Network.
Retired businessman who's been spending the last year and a half trying to be active on energy and climate issues in the United States. And I'm here because this is going to be a statement about how much people are worried about this issue and the urgency and the need to address it. So I figured if that was the case, then I could be one of however many hundreds of thousands of people to get that point.
And like, this is like the richest city in the world.
Great day, huh?
Yes. Only in
and we know that these very same fires change the weather around the world.
The easiest way to get something done is HVAC. What you did in California.
We went and talked to him about it.
Yeah, it's so good.
And he's a huge landlord. So,
yeah, he just said so today.
I saw it.
Yeah.
Peter Ragun is an old
everyone
friend. You know Peter Ragun?
Forever.
Well, so Peter's an old friend. He sent me a thing today saying, "What do you think?" I was like,
"This is the
Peter."
best. Until I don't want to film this, okay?
And have started adopting solutions
Doesn't really matter. You can keep filming.
that move us away from exploding refineries and instead towards local clean energy.
He's working for the people.
We've had enough smokestacks in our neighborhoods, and so instead we've installed solar panels on our schools and our community buildings like the Asian Resource Center in Oakland, California. We're tired of unemployment lines, and so we started to train our folks like Nelson in Richmond, California, so that he can be first in line for these clean energy jobs. We've had enough trips to emergency rooms, and so my kids sent me here on this trip to New York for this climate march so that we can join forces with all these community folks out here, community leaders that are bringing together solutions for our communities to climate change. United Nations, look at the progress that communities at the front lines have made in the absence of your actions. Now you need to catch up to us. And we know best.
Mr. Steyer,
climate solutions.
This is the richest city, perhaps in the world. Wall Street plays like a tremendous role, like it drives the global economy. Right now, the global economy is powered on fossil fuels. How can finance, how can Wall Street change the tide?
Well, one of the ways there's leverage on Wall Street are pension funds from the states, from the unions and others. And if they say some things, sometimes Wall Street listens.
And you think there's going to be leadership from the world of like the banks, the bankers? Like
the leadership has to come from the people, but it's got to be. But as I said, pension funds could do a lot. He knows more about this than me.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Nice to see you. So we're going to keep moving forward. Thank you so much, Mr. Steyer. And if people want to learn more about what you're doing, your organization is doing, where should they go?
NextGenClimate.org. Heather.
Oh, it's nice to meet you. So NextGenClimate.org. All right. So we're going to keep moving forward.
I think that all too often people forget that. You know, they forget that we're
very good. I think this is where we're in the speakers. We're just going to like watch and listen to these people for a while.
Of this land. And politicians need to remember that as they keep trying to keep our brothers and sisters to the south out. So I just wanted to say I'm from North Dakota. I'm a proud Mandan Hidatsa Arikara woman. I had a really smart grandmother that taught me some basic life lessons, such as don't take money from strangers without expecting that they'll not want something in return. Yet the proponents of the fracking industry are coming into our communities and doing just that. They're saying you're going to have unlimited wealth, unlimited jobs, all kinds of great things, and there's going to be no downside. They're telling our people. Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, it is. And that's a hard lesson that our people are learning today. See, my homeland sit atop something called the Bakken Formation. And right now, oil and gas companies are fracking there to release the energy trapped beneath the surface. These same energy companies are even proposing the idiotic notion that fracking is a solution to our climate change problems.
Yeah. Oh.
Day by day, more and more people are finding out that there are no upsides to fracking. And the downsides are numerous.
We're stopping the stream again. Hang on, we'll be back in a minute.